Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. It is Thursday. Yesterday was a really important day, a really crazy day full of emotions because for the first time we saw Massimiliano Allegri but also Paulo Dybala, McKennie, Arthur and so on coming back to Juventus, to the Continenza to do the medical test. This is something really usual because they start with the medical test and then today they will train for the first time. We will see them on the field. I can't wait to see the first images a bit later this morning. Not only that, because yesterday also the calendars of Serie A were revealed with a really special way of working for the first time because they changed it. We'll speak about all of this, but also and most importantly we'll speak about the words of a really famous and important person at Juve that is speaking about Cristiano Ronaldo, saying something about his future that will be later in the video. So remain tuned, put a maximum of like to start the day with, show some love to the channel, so show some love to Juventus. We start with a special shout out to Joe Filetti. Joe Filetti is someone that is living in Malta. He's a loyal of the channel. He's watching every video. Sometimes he messaged me on social networks saying, Giuseppe, this was a great video. Thank you for the information. And that's why I wanted to take some time to say grazie. Thank you to Joe Filetti. That is a real loyal on the channel. Thank you. Thank you, Joe. We continue because we have to celebrate also something else. It's the birthday of Danilo. Danilo that last year with Pirlo did something incredible. A really beautiful season. Of course, he was in the top 5 best players of last season. The first season was meh, not really 100% sure, but last year he convinced us as a right back, left back, center back, midfielder. Grande Danilo, happy birthday. I wish you that with Allegri you can do even better than last year. So we start immediately with the papers. Yesterday we started with something else and then we finished with the papers. Today we start with Gazzetta dello Sport, who is speaking about Max Allegri. Signora sei già al max. Old lady or lady, speaking about Juventus, you are already at the max. The max, why? Because Allegri is back and he will probably be the decisive man of a new season of Juventus. They are also speaking about the calendar because Juve versus Milan will already be at the 3rd game day. Stay there because we have to speak about strange thing that I noticed in the calendar. Tuttosport instead is not putting Max Allegri in the front page but Dybala. Gioia Juve is the title with Dybala with his mask. Not the Dybala mask, but the anti-COVID mask. Yesterday he was signing some autographs and he received a lot of love from the supporters. Sarrimu alla sesta for Corriere dello Sport. We know that Corriere is based more in the capital of Italy, so they are speaking about the derby della capitale, Lazio versus Roma, but they are also speaking about La Gioia. In fila per Dybala è il suo anno. People are queuing for Dybala. It is his years. Will it be the year of Paulo Dybala? Will he be actually for his 7th season at Juventus? Will he show how good he is? We will discover that, but let's see yesterday the first images because we see here Max come prima più di prima. What does that mean and why did Tuttosport chose for that title? Is because it's coming from a famous Italian song from 57, come prima più di prima t'amerò. What does that mean? Like in the past, more than in the past, and then the song continue with Tamero. I love you, I will love you, because yesterday Max Allegri was there saying hello to all the people. Beautiful white shirt for him. Grande Max. Allegri ricomincia fra gli applausi. Allegri is starting again between the applauses of all the people. He received a lot of love, and not only Massimiliano Allegri received a lot of love, but also Paulo Dybala. Paulo Dybala si gode un'accoglienza d'amore, è carico. Paulo Dybala is ready. He's pumped up and he's receiving a lot of love from the fans. Let me know in the chat if you as well love it. Not only him, because we saw pictures of McKennie with a big smile as usual, and then Rugani, Perin, and so on that were back for the medical test. Yesterday during the medical test we saw Allegri with a really beautiful white shirt shaking hands and probably asking already to the doctors what was the state of his players. Grande, because he was not only doing that, he was also insisting about Locatelli. Manuel, he really wants him as fast as possible to Juventus for sure, not before 3 weeks, because now Locatelli is on holiday, but Allegri is insisting. A player that is actually valuing gold, L'ora di Locatelli. It is the hour of Locatelli. Locatelli, young Italian player. Will he be the first player announced by Juventus? We will have to wait. One thing is sure, Arriva Bene, that is managing everything, will be next to Cherubini to speak with Carnevali to make sure that the deal is a bit faster, that is going a bit with more speed, so that we can sign the player as fast as possible. Guys, special shout out, or I will pin the message for the one that is actually able to put me the best and funniest comment of that picture. We see McKennie in the background, while in the foreground we see Dybala training. Let me know. Caption this picture, put me the funniest comment. What is McKennie writing on his phone? That's what I want to know. Always respect, guys. I want a lot of respect. Let me know. Yesterday, the world was shocked with Juve edits that actually did a Photoshop of Locatelli that arrived at the medicals. For sure, it is Photoshop. It's not true. But I know a lot of people wrote me, Giuseppe, guy, I was really thinking that Locatelli was there. High level. The calendars were there. Look at that. Juventus posted them on their official page if you want to go a bit more into detail. One thing is sure, we start with Udinese. Remember the game of Udinese, the comeback of Cristiano Ronaldo. Empoli will be at the second day, and then international break when we come back, Napoli and Milan. Big games immediately for Juventus. What was important is that for the first time the calendar changed, because it will not be a mirror effect. First game is first game. No, the second round will totally change the order of the games. There is one thing about Udinese, because this is the team that we will face. Juventus won 9 out of 10 first games of the season. The only time that they lost the first game was versus Udinese in 2015. I hope this will not be true this time. What I noticed is that we will have 4 international breaks, and every time that we will come back from the international break, we will face big teams. Napoli, Juve, and then Juve, Milan after the first one. The second one, we will see Roma and then Inter. The third international break versus Lazio and Atalanta, and the fourth international break, Juve, Inter again. What a strange coincidence. The teams and the club president are pushing to fill up the stadium. They want 100%. Lega is saying no, not at the moment, but we are going to a 50% of capacity of the stadium. It's already better than the 25, so let's see. They are also thinking about the future Serie A, because they will have a meeting. They want to go to reducing the teams that are participating to Serie A, instead of 20 going to 18, but they want to put some playoffs that I don't really like, but anyway, that will be for 2024. We have time for that, and I told you that I wanted to speak to you about Cristiano Ronaldo. Yesterday, 2 big messages of Pavel Nedved, vice president of Juve. The first one to a fan. The fan was asking, what about Cristiano Ronaldo? Nedved was saying he will arrive, and after the calendar in television, he said, look, we received no signal of the entourage of Cristiano Ronaldo that he wanted to leave. He will be with us the 25th of July. This is the day that Cristiano Ronaldo will be with us, guys. I hope you are happy to see Cristiano one more year at Juve. What are our champions of Europe doing? We see Federico Chiesa that received some offers from Bayern, from Chelsea, and from other teams in Europe. He is relaxing. He doesn't care about all these rumors. His objective is relaxing and to come back at Juve, because he will be a big decisive man in 21-22. Yesterday we saw him with his beautiful girlfriend. Look at that beautiful smile. Looks like he just woke up. He's still thinking about the trophy that he left in the air. What is Chiellini doing? Chiellini is there. Look at the beautiful picture. Jokes aside, apparently Chiellini and Bonucci, they will have some holidays together. When we are speaking about soulmates, I believe that Chiellini and Bonucci are real soulmates. Elvin de France is saying that Bernardeschi should maybe remain at Juve, because probably it will be his last chance to convince the Juve world that he's a Juve player. Let's see what will happen with Bernardeschi, guys. But the one that is nearly sure to leave is Demiral. Demiral, 40 million value, a lot of offers for him. Let's see what will happen. But Demiral is further and further away from Juventus, and Juventus is not denying that rumor. Vlahovic, a lot of people wanted Vlahovic. Tottenham is already offering 40 million euro. Commisso, president of Fiorentina, said no, we don't want to sell him. If really we want to start negotiating, is 60 million. So forget about Vlahovic at Juve. Some other news that are not really Juve related, it's Messi that will continue for 5 years with Barcelona, halving his salary, because he will cut off 50% of salary to have actually a really long contract with Barcelona. One that will leave Barcelona is probably Griezmann. Griezmann will not join Juve, will return normally to Atletico Madrid, and instead we have Saul, a player that I really liked and wanted to see at Juve, that will go the other way around to Barcelona. And we finish with the last news, Italy versus Argentina. We spoke about it yesterday during the live. The winner of the Euro versus the winner of the Coppa Italia, to commemorate Maradona, a game that will be played between December and January. 2 games, one in Italy in the stadium of Napoli, one in Argentina to commemorate Maradona. A game that will be probably a cup, not really an important one, but beautiful to see all these stars together. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video this morning. I hope you didn't forget to put a maximum of like. I hope, like Joe Filetti, that you are loving the channel, that you are sending me some messages on social network. Grazie, as always, forza Juve.